glue. We are living. Good morning, single. I'm glad I got my girls. Alright, y'all, so I am fighting a cold. I have recorded like 8 videos and I'm not posting any of them. So, at least from this morning. But, look at my eyebrows. Look at these. They gotta get done. Anyway, I need to get eyebrows done. I need to get a haircut. But today, so I think what I'm gonna do is like more of a day in life type of deal as far as content. I'm currently fighting a cold. I'm not gonna say that I have it. I think I'm just preventing it from starting. So I felt it, and it's like absolutely not. I got way too much to do. So I'm gonna lay here for like an hour. Then I'm gonna get up, go outside. I would go to the gym, but I just want to be outside. So I'm gonna go walk for like an hour, and then come back, take a shower, and then head to the little printer place in a complex so I can print out some things for the girls. Process starts in 2 weeks, or no, process starts next week. So just been trying to rip and run and get stuff done at the last minute. I hate doing stuff at the last minute. It's the most annoying thing, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, trading and all that other stuff. I should be going back to work hopefully next week because there's so much that I have to do. And my short-term disability is still active, but like my payments have been so inconsistent. So it's like I have to go back to work. And it's like if I do, that's fine, but I need to be accommodated because of my ankle. So like standing on it for 10 hours a day, I'm not doing it. So if they're pretty quick about accommodations. What usually takes longer for them to process is the short-term disability. So there's that. So yeah, spend the day with me and let's get this party started. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Like the Hustle Circle, we got some events. I want to do 2 events next year for the Hustle Circle. Lost in the Sauce maybe coming back next year. We'll see. And then Kai Sci-Fi. So those are my main priorities. So yeah.
Focus between you and me, it should have been open for all those to see, but they didn't notice. No, they didn't notice. Notice now. Don't let the doubt wash it out. Got to have faith to fall down.
So I'm not gonna say I don't suck at creating content. I think what I really like am bad at is putting it out. So I have content from like 3 years ago, and I have not put it out yet. I'd watched somebody a few days ago or last night. I feel like he came across my feed, and this isn't the first time I've seen him say this. So I took it as a sign, and I'm like, okay, today we're gonna try to do better. So today, even though I didn't get everything I wanted, I'm gonna put it out. I'm gonna give myself a project, and I'm gonna try my best to put out pretty much anything that I have within the last 2 or 3 years that I'm pretty sure is still in my phone, to one, make space in my phone until I get another one, to just have for content, and then just kind of go from there. I didn't realize how much I have to do. So like for the past 2 years, my focus has been everybody else and their vision. So whenever I am helping someone or joining teams and stuff like that, I never really prioritized my own vision and ideas. So when I sit down and I really finally focus on what I have to do, I by myself have so many things going on. So for the rest of the year, I know we don't have that much time left, but for the rest of the year, I'm going to focus on making sure that my content and my stuff gets put out, because I have things from like 2-3 years ago that I haven't put out because I've been so focused on making sure everybody else was straight and everybody else's vision got executed. I haven't really been creating content for like about a year now because it's just not been on my brain because I have again a million other things to do. So because I have Kai Sci-Fi, the Hustle Circle, Lost in the Sauce, and all these other things, now I'm more than likely going back to work pretty soon. So a day in the life of a person that is just trying to figure out their next step. It just hit me like, you got this organization, friend. Like, you gotta, so it's like, I'm not used to focusing on me and my vision and my dreams and my goals. I'm so used to always catering to other people and their goals. So eventually it's like, I had to start putting certain things on the back burner, prioritizing my visions, prioritizing my goals. Yeah, I think, with the org, like, growing at the rate that it's going, it's honestly because I just started cutting people off. A good portion of our some semi-success now is because I've made the decision to be separate from everybody. Kai Sci-Fi is growing, right? And it's growing at a very rapid pace. And the work that goes into building an organization is not easy. It's not always fun. It is sometimes it is headache inducing. Sometimes it is repeating yourself about the same thing over and over and over and over again. Humble beginnings are, we had our informational, nobody came. This was the second one we had, nobody showed up. So I said, well, moving forward, we're not doing it anymore. You fill out the application, you interview with us. Getting in isn't the problem. Staying in is the challenge. So, like, if you think it's sweet, if you're watching this and you are online and you think it's sweet because you got in, okay. It was just one of those things where I had to sit down and ask charter members of the chapter, like, what do y'all think the problem is? And I told them, like, anytime I ask them for their opinion, and when I say them, I mean the students, I ask them for their honest opinion. What do y'all want to see? Because y'all the ones that got to wear the letters too. If anything, you're more of the representative than I am. I'm just here to delegate. You represent. So they were pretty much just like, well, we think it's in the name. It's just kind of like, with the culture here, band is not really the most popular thing. Especially not amongst like young women. So I said, okay, we can switch back to performing arts, which when I look at the metrics, we do tend to get a much better response from the public based off of that name. Moving forward, we end up talking about how there were just some things that were brought to their attention that was being done behind closed doors and behind my back. And I could tell they didn't want to tell me, but they told me anyway. And I'm like, okay, I was pissed. Oh, I was pissed. I was mad. And I didn't want to make any decisions out of emotion, so I gave it a day. I feel like if I still feel the same way a day or two later, that is justified. It's not just emotion at that point. I've processed, I've felt what I felt, and I'm going to move on with this decision. So that's what I chose to do. I made the decision to do whatever. And since I've made that particular decision, I'm like, you know what? It's just time to kind of get rid of anything attached that doesn't belong or doesn't need to belong anymore. So that's what we did. And when I've made the detachments that God told me to make, that's when somebody from New Orleans reached out. Shout out to B.R.O.K.E. She reached out and she was like, are you open to expanding? And at this point, it's like I'm running into this brick wall with these girls here in Birmingham. I don't have a problem going somewhere else to execute this vision. Like, let's get it done, right? And I don't think people understand the power of prayer. And I think people have this idea that God is just this like invisible being with a magic wand. Like, poof, here's your prayer. I answered it. Do you like it? Like, no, that's not how we know. That's not how God. If you're in tune and you understand how he operates, you know that's not how he works. You know that. You know good and damn well that's not how he works. So the way I see it is, I ask God, even if I don't hit my goal, give me enough to continue to build on the foundation that both charter members for the Zeta chapter have created. And not only did he give me something to build off of, they are setting the foundation for a whole different chapter in a whole different state, in a whole different city. For the people that be out here that's like, God isn't real, that's your business. I don't judge people for what they believe in, as long as you respect my beliefs and where I stand spiritually, right? So if you don't believe that, bro, that's on you. Like, I'm not here to judge you for that, because if you have to answer for that particular decision, I don't know, but I know what I have to answer for, because I know how God has worked in my life. When I say God answered that prayer by just having this young lady reach out and ask, have you guys thought about expanding? Like, I have, but it wasn't on the bingo cards this year, like, at all. I don't care what nobody say. God is real. He is the realest thing to me. If he's only answered a piece of the prayer, what you think he's gonna do with the whole thing? This is just the tip of the iceberg. We haven't started yet. He's already answering prayers. So, like, when I talk to the parents, I let them know we are in an answered prayer right now. I let them know I didn't do this by myself. I prayed, I cried, I cussed, I fussed, I damn near flipped shit over, because all these things that were working against the vision were happening at a time when I just felt like God was sitting me down and making me be still in the chaos. And that's the most annoying thing. I don't think people talk about that enough. Like, being still in chaos that you don't want to be in is the most ghetto thing. Putting me in a position where I don't have a choice but to trust and just do my part. So if you want God to bless you, do your part, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how unfair. Because a lot of the blessings that we be asking for are on the other side of unfairness. Do what he said to do. He told me to sit down. Don't get on that internet. I did, just a little bit. What you not finna do is play with my little vision. Like, nah, I'm not gonna let anyone or anything sabotage what we've been called to create. Do I believe in God? Absolutely. Whatever you want to call him, that's your business. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. I do. Hey, whatever. Like, that's your business. God is real. He is answering prayers. He is slowly answering prayers in other areas of my life. He's answered the prayer so quickly that my head is kind of spinning right now, because I'm trying to make sure that there aren't any missing pieces to the puzzle. Bottom line is, we are growing. I haven't done anything for the hustle circle yet. I haven't thought about Lost in the Sauce. I gotta go back to work. I'm waiting on. It's just a lot that is kind of in the air right now. I'm putting this out there for those that are in the middle or in a season of doing something that aligns with what God called them to do, but you're kind of in that season of stillness but everything else is just kind of like chaotic, stay still. Stay still. Don't divert. Don't try to control. If trading has not taught me anything, you cannot control the outcome. It's not for you to control, because if it was, everybody would do it. Trading has taught me that you can't control the outcome, and trusting God and learning to trust, like really trust Him, has also taught me that trying to control the outcome will delay the blessing. I don't know who this is for. I don't know why it's on my spirit to do this. But if this is for you, and if you feel like I'm in your business, my bad. I wasn't trying to be. I'm just saying, trust God, no matter how uncomfortable, no matter how unfair, no matter how whatever. We are literally in the beginning stages. He hasn't answered any of their prayers yet. It's coming. So, I'm about to find something to eat, because I'm hungry. I gotta take this little medicine. After I take this medicine, I'm gonna check my trades, turn on Living Single, maybe play my game, and go to sleep, because I'm not feeling it today. I'm tired. My body's aching. I just want to go to sleep. But stay tuned, because it's about to get real.
To have faith to fall down.